Boom. Welcome to the call, guys. Welcome to the call. My name is Sophia Lightbourne, one of the leaders here in the organization. And tonight is our MetaTrader 4, or what we call leverage trading or margin trading foundation training. Okay, so the reason I'm calling this a foundation training is because this is the foundation of everyone to be profitable. Now, you want to make sure that you're not only hopping on these calls, but you're also in the academy. You're tapped in with the educators, you're tapped in to go live, and you're learning, okay? But these calls that we're doing is to make sure that the family makes money, all right? So remember, your number one thing here is to learn the skill, okay? You want to learn the skill, but in the beginning, while you're learning, we want you to be earning. Our whole motto here is learn and earn. So you want to learn, but you want to be secure in the bag too. So tonight we're going to talk about one aspect of how you can be profitable here is using an app on your phone called MetaTrader 4 or 5. Okay, so if you don't know what that is, guys, MetaTrader 4, you know, someone could be my little assistant in the chat and drop some of the key phrases just so people can get spelling. This is going to be one of the apps that is going to be your money app. This app installed on your phone, it's gonna get you paid. All right. If you're on the call and you've taken any of the trades, either from Doc Sunday setups or any of the trades that were called in the trade group, in the signals group, and you made money so far for the week, drop some sevens in the chat. Drop some sevens in the chat if you are profitable for the week so far. I love it. I love it. And for some of you guys who aren't profitable, it's probably because you just ain't traded. Be honest. If you're not profitable so far because you did not place a trade so far for the week, drop a 9. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, I love it. I love the transparency. I love the honesty. Guys, start taking the trades. If you are on here, the trades that I've been sending out, guys, they've been hitting. I send out fewer trade ideas, but the ones that I do send, they've been hitting. So I've moved towards quality instead of quantity. Okay, I don't need 10 trade ideas coming out a week. I don't care if we got 3 solid trades for the week, but it's going to get you paid and help you make your percentage. I'm good. So it's going to be less trade ideas, but it's going to be, the trades are going to do well. Now, are we going to win every trade? No, we don't know what the markets are going to do. We're reading the market and speculating on analysis what's going to happen, but it's not 100%. But the key is risk to reward and risk management. So I know we got some new people. Y'all, shouts out to Michael. Y'all drop some 8s in the chat for Michael, going 2 and 3 today. Y'all say welcome to Kanon and DeMarco, brand new to the team today. Kanon got started yesterday. DeMarco got started tonight. Okay, so he hasn't even logged into the academy yet, and this is his first training call. But the key is, I want him even to be new, to be able to walk away from this call tonight and be able to take trades in his demo account and see how this thing really works, okay? So shouts out to you, Michael. That's a big deal, bro. Going 2 and 3 really quickly. You know, this is just the beginning for you, all right? So let's get down to it. So the app that you want to have downloaded on your phone is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. You can have either one, okay? It's preference. I use MetaTrader 5 with the broker that I use. You can use any broker, but the broker that I use is Fair Forex. I'm not affiliated with any brokers. I'm not making a recommendation. I'm just telling y'all what I use. So I use Fair Forex and I use MetaTrader 5. So that's what I have on my phone. That's maybe what you want to have on your phone, okay? Now, this app allows you to trade different currency pairs, all right? Now, tonight's call, okay, I want y'all to just understand the scope of this call. Tonight's call is just to teach you how to use MetaTrader 5 and how to be able to copy and paste the trades that are in the signals chat. So everyone on this call, if you're an active student right now in the academy, you're a part of our signals chat. Okay, it's called Planets and Stars Money Bag Ideas. Okay, so it's Planets and Stars Money Ideas. It says take the trades. So in that Telegram chat, you know, trades are dropped there. And you got to understand how to actually be able to take those trades. In the beginning, while you're new, you might not understand why you're taking the trade. Who cares? Just take the trade, make the money, and figure out why as you go along. Because while you learn, and the more you learn, you're going to start to understand what's happening in the trades. Okay. So when you guys first hop on the call, y'all probably saw me marking up a chart, which is a trade idea that's coming from one of the tools called Swipe Coin Scalper. And this is an actual opportunity for us to get into the market, probably on this call live. All right, it's not ready yet, but I may be able to actually put this up on the screen, drop it in the Telegram chat afterwards, and we can actually take this trade, guys, in like your demo accounts. Okay, if you're trading live, you can take it in your live account. All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty of it. Let's hop on. So I'm gonna hop on the call from my cell phone, so that I can share my screen so you guys can see exactly what you can follow along with me. It might look a little different for you if you're on Android. I'm team iPhone, y'all, so I'm a hater, so I'm just team iPhone. So Android is gonna be slightly different, but it's basically the same stuff, okay? It's gonna be basically the same. You might just have to navigate to different areas of your screen to find the exact same things, all right? So let's hop on here. Here we go. Let me share my screen. Boom. Okay. So on your phone, guys, you see I have to the bottom left of my screen, it's MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Okay. I have them both, but for this example, we're gonna use MetaTrader 5. Okay. When you go to MetaTrader 5, you're gonna come to a screen that looks like this. Okay. This is your quote screen. What this screen does basically, guys, this just lists all of the things that are available for us to trade. So all of these little numbers, these little symbols, these are currency pairs. So AUD USD, that just stands for Australian dollar versus the US dollar. BTC USD, that's Bitcoin versus the US dollar. Okay, these are the currencies that are listed. For some of you, if it's brand new, you may have like Tesla and HP and Apple and stuff listed there. Those are stocks. Those are available to be traded on this app as well. But for us here in the Academy, we trade mainly Forex and cryptocurrency, okay? So on this quote screen, just know that this is where your available things that you can trade are. If for some reason, a trade idea comes out and it's not listed here, guys, all you got to do is in that top search bar is just search for it. It's really easy. So let's just say I'm going to delete something. I'm going to delete Bitcoin just so for this example. So let's say we were going to trade BTC USD, and that's literally what the text message is going to say. It's going to tell you exactly what we're trading. So let's say it was BTC USD, and you look here and you don't see it. All you do is you go to that search bar and just type BTC USD. Boom, it shows it to you right there. All you do, guys, is click the plus to add it to your quote screen. Plus, go to cancel, come back to your main screen, go to the bottom, BTC USD is there. Does that make sense to everyone so far? Okay, y'all got that? So all you're doing on quote screen is finding, this is where you go to find what asset you're gonna be trading. If it's not listed, just search for it and find it. Okay, click the plus to add it. Boom, it's there. Okay, not hard at all. One of my main disclaimers in this process, especially when you're new, guys, don't be afraid to press buttons on the screen. Like, try stuff out, like test it out. Okay, test it out. Don't be scared. Just try stuff. Okay, at the top there it says search. That's a search. Like, search for it. Just try it. Okay, you're not going to break it. All right. So this is where you find the different pairs that you're going to trade. The next screen to the bottom left, says chart. When you click chart, it basically shows you a chart of whatever you're trading. So for instance, how do I know what chart this is? If we look at the top left, you see where it says USD CHF? That's the currency we're trading, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc. It actually says it right underneath. Do you guys see that? So let's just say we wanted to look at that Bitcoin chart. You go back to the quote screen, you look for the Bitcoin, it's at the bottom, you touch it and hit chart. Boom. It's going to take you to the chart screen. This is the current Bitcoin chart. Okay? Y'all follow me? Yes or no? Y'all know I like to ask questions because I want to make sure y'all with me. All right, cool. All right. And if I don't see you say nothing, I'm assuming it's a yes. Okay? So if you don't understand, guys, say no. This is the time. No question is a dumb question. Ask the questions. That's why we're doing these calls. I want to make sure everyone has an understanding. Because if you're not clear and you don't understand, you're not going to trade. So I need you to be clear. All right. So this is the chart. Now in trading, guys, there's something called time frames. We can look at charts on different time frames. So you see at the top where it says M30, that's a time frame, which means it's a 30-minute chart. What does that mean? Y'all see each one of these rectangles, these green and red rectangles, those little boxes? Each of those boxes represent whatever time frame we're in. So this is the 30-minute time frame because it says M30 at the top left. That means each one of these rectangles represents 30 minutes of every 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes. So two of these last two candles we call them candlesticks. These last two candles, the red one and the green one, those are 30 minutes each. So that represents what happened in the last hour. So each time frame is going to give you a different chart. So right here, this is a 30-minute chart. What if I wanted to look at what this chart looked like on the hour or the daily? And you're gonna learn as you start to learn through the academy why it's important to look at different time frames. When you're first just copying and pasting the signals to make money, guys, none of this matters. Okay, all you need to know is how to input the numbers that I'll show you in the next step. But for right now, if you wanted to change the time frame, all you do is click where it says M30 and look at there. It shows you all of these different time frames available. Okay, M15. Who could guess what that means? If M30 is 30 minutes, who could guess what M15 means? Okay, DeMarco, he only been in the academy 20 minutes and he got it, okay? I love it. Right, so M15 represents a 15-minute time frame. So if you click on it, there's gonna be more candles because every rectangle now represents 15 minutes instead of 30. So if we go to H1, that represents 1 hour. Okay, you go to H4, that's the 4-hour time frame. You go to D1, that's daily. W1, weekly. M is monthly. Okay, these are just different time frames that allow you to do analysis, and you're going to learn that throughout your trading journey, because being able to analyze the markets is going to help you be able to tell how to do this independently without having to just copy and paste the trades that are coming out in the chat. But for tonight's call, I just want you to understand how to copy and paste to be able to be profitable. Okay, so that's just how you look at the chart. The next screen is your most important screen, which is your trade screen. This trade screen at the top, it's going to show you your balance, how much money is in your account. So right now, this is a live account, but this is an account with $100. This is an account I've been growing, guys. I have a strategy. I would think I told James, I have $100 in this account, and every day, whatever profits I make, I withdraw it. So I started this account on Sunday, and yesterday I made $45 in this account. I withdrew it. Today I made $40-something. I withdrew it. So now I got $90 that I'm out of my trading account. That's my profits, but I've still got $100 to trade with. So I'm doing that. So every week, at the end of the week, whatever's in my wallet, I just made some money. Okay, I'm gonna pay myself. All right, but this shows you how much money is in your account. So if you're on demo, it'll show you how much is in there. So I know for like DeMarco and Kanon and Michael, I gave y'all demos tonight with $200 each. So y'all should say 200. Okay, so this just shows you how much money is in your account. That's what balance is. Equity, okay? Equity, whenever you're in a live trade, it's gonna tell you what's your account balance, basically, based on where the trade is at. So let's just say we were in a trade, a live trade, and let's say we were down $2. Your balance would be 131 because that's what you started with, but your equity, if we were down $2, would be $98. It'll show $98. If you are up $2, it would show you $102. So equity basically shows you the value of your account based on the trade you're in. So right now we're not in any trade, so they're the same. Okay, so this is like where all of your trades are going to be listed when you get into active trades. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to take a live trade. Let me see if I have any setups, anything in steady coming out that we could actually get into. This Bitcoin setup is coming, but it ain't ready yet. Okay. Okay, so here's how you place a trade, guys. Okay, the first thing you do when the trade idea comes out in the group, it's going to come out looking like this. Let me just show y'all. Okay, so here's what a trade will come in the group. It'll look similar to this. So this trade I'm giving you is something that I see setting up on Bitcoin soon. It's not ready yet, but I'm just going to give the parameters so y'all can see. And hopefully it plays out whilst we're on the call so we can actually enter this trade. So it'll look something like this. It'll say sell BTC USD. Okay. And I'll have in the side here market execution, and all this will make sense in a second when I show you guys. Okay. Then it'll say stop loss. Stop loss is SL. So if you write in notes, SL stands for stop loss, and I'll give you a number. So I'm just gonna make this up for right here for right now. So let's say we get in this trade about here. Boom. Okay, I'm just making up numbers, guys. Okay, just for the example, then I'll give you all the real numbers for the trade. 43665, and I'll say like TP1 is 43027, and TP2 is 42535. Okay, so let's pretend this is a trade idea. So a text message will come out in the group just like this. It'll say sell BTC USD, and it's going to give you some numbers. So if you're brand new, you like, what in the world does that mean? Okay, guys, it is really simple. All right. All it's saying, okay, is you go to your MetaTrader 4 or 5 app and you go to your quote screen. So now you got to look for the pair that I said. So based on that thing I just put on the screen, guys, what's the pair that I said we were going to trade? It said sell what? Who remembers? Drop it in the chat. Who remembers though, like, you know, what it was? BTC USD. Exactly. So all you do, guys, is you come to your quote screen and you just look for BTC USD. Okay. Okay. Just look for it. So we know we got to search for it. So BTC USD, boom, y'all see it. It's at the bottom. Okay. So you found it. Now what do? You touch it, and now you're going to hit trade because you're about to place a trade. Boom. You notice it says at the top, you see where it says market execution? Y'all remember on that trade I had in parentheses? Check this out. In the notes, it said what? Market execution. So in your trade screen, you want to make sure at the top here, it says market execution, because if you tap here, you see it has a little drop down. That means that there's other options there you can select. So if you touch here, you can select either market execution, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, or sell stop. In the trade, when the signal comes through, it's going to tell you which one. So if it was a buy limit, it would have said buy limit. If it was a buy stop, it would have said buy stop. If it was a sell stop, it would have said that. But it says market execution. So you select market execution. Boom. Now, as you can see below, it has 2 lines that you need to fill in that says stop loss and take profit. The trade told you what to put. So you literally copy and paste. If you are new, take profit, guys, and I'm going to tell you what this means in a second. Take profit means that this is where I want to take profit. So the great thing about MetaTrader 5 and trading on this app is once you enter these parameters, you don't have to be glued to your phone. You're going to be in the trade until it either hits your stop loss or your take profit. So once you set those parameters, it's like set it and forget it. When price hits the TP, it's going to automatically close you out with whatever profit you made. Does that make sense? So take profit means I'm entering this trade. When price gets to this level, take me out with profit. Y'all follow that concept, right? Now, what does stop loss mean? Stop loss is basically your protection on a trade. It says, hey, I'm expecting price to go a certain way, but if it goes the opposite direction, when it hits this level, stop me out with the loss. So it basically allows you to protect your account so that you don't lose it all. So here's a good way to think about it. Let's say you have $10 in your trading account, and your take profit is going to make you $5 profit. You can set your take profit to $5. So you say, hey, I'm entering this trade. When I make $5, I'm out. But you can also set your stop loss to say, hey, if I lose $2, take me out the trade. I don't want to lose more than 2. Does that make sense? You see how your stop loss is your protection on your trade. So whenever you're placing a trade, you always want to make sure you set your stop loss and your take profit. Because if you don't set any of those, you're going to be in the trade forever. It's never going to end. Okay? Like, so you could be way in profit, but if you don't have a target set, price could reverse and now you go out of profit. So you have to set a target. So you want to have a take profit and a stop loss. And in every trade idea that's sent out, we're going to provide that information. So you literally only have to copy and paste the numbers. Okay. Now here's another thing to note. A lot of times when the trades come out, you're going to see multiple take profits. So you see how on here I have TP1 and TP2. A lot of times you'll even have TP3. You can have multiple TPs. So let's just say you had another TP that was 4,2,300. If you look at your app, you can only enter one TP at a time. So you can't enter all 3 of them. So you have to choose one. Here's my rule of thumb for everyone on here. When you are new and kind of inexperienced, always set the TP for TP1. As you get more experience, you're going to learn how to what we call modify your trade to be able to set to keep moving the TP. But here's a way to think about it. You got to think about TP1 like you play in basketball, right? And TP1 is like going in for a layup. That's like the sure shot. If no one guarding you, you almost positive you're gonna make a layup. TP2 is like going to the free throw line and hitting the free throw. It's a little further away, but you may still hit it. TP3 is like hitting a 3-pointer. You probably gonna miss. So when you're trading, you want to go for the sure money. Get the profits, y'all. Don't be greedy. So think about it this one. If TP1 is going to make you $5, TP2 going to make you $10, and TP3 going to make you $20. Most of us, because we greedy, we can just try to make the $20. But what if it never hits it and you don't make it? Go for the sure $5. Secure that and then wait for the next trade. But as you get more experience, you're going to learn when price is getting close to TP1, there's a way that you could go in here and modify it and change it to TP2 to keep going. Okay. But in the beginning, when you're new, get the small wins. It adds up. All profits is profit, y'all. You make $5 10 times, that's $50. You don't have to get $50 one shot. Is this making sense to someone? So here, all you're going to do is literally copy and paste the numbers that come in the signal in the spots. Stop loss, type the number. TP, type whichever TP you're going for. Okay, TP1, just type TP1 number in there. And then the final thing, and I'll talk about one other thing, because you see this number that says 0.05 up here? That's called lot size. We're going to talk about that because that's what we're going to have to spend some time on before we end the call. I'll tell you how you calculate what you put there. But for right now, TP, you put your stop loss here, you put your take profit here, and then you have to actually execute the trade, right? In the notes, what type of trade, what did it tell you to do to BTC USD? What's the first word? It told you to buy it or sell it. Sell, okay? It tells you to sell it. So when you go to your trade, after you done type the numbers in, you got to press one of these buttons to execute the trade. You can press sell because the trade told you we're going in for a sell. So you just hit that sell button, boom. That's going to execute the trade for you. I'm not going to do it because this is my real account. Okay. But hopefully if this trade, if price can do what I needed to do while we're on the call, we'll be able to execute this trade. Okay. What's a good lot size to start with for a 500 live account? Okay. I'm going to get there right now because we're going to spend the rest of the call on lot sizes and how to calculate what lot size you use. Okay. So that's a great question. But does everyone get that so far of how to like read this, the text that comes in and how to go ahead and actually copy and paste it? That's not too hard, right? It's like literally just following instructions. It's like playing Simon Says. You just look for the pair, right? You choose what type of trade it is. If it's market execution or sell limit or whatever, you select it. Here's something to note. If it's not a market execution and it's one of the others, there's one more thing that's going to also be needed, but it's also going to be given in the trade. So let's just say this was a sell limit. You notice it got one more line called price. That's called entry price. If a sell limit is given in the trade idea, we're going to give you that number. It's going to say entry price, and that's what you put there. Okay, let me just see if any of the trades that came this week had any of those things. Let's see. Boom, good idea. This one actually didn't, this hit stop loss, but it's okay. So yesterday there was a trade that came out that said GBP USD sell stop. And it gives you entry 1, entry 2, and it gives you some TPs, right? So GBP USD, you'd go here, you'll go to GBP USD, and it's a sell stop. And then it told you in the message the entry. So let's just say we were using entry 1. Entry 1 or entry 2 means it's a zone. So you can kind of pick wherever you want to enter. As you learn more and more, it's going to be, you won't have to have these numbers precise. But in the beginning, just copy and paste. So let's just say for this example, you wanted to use entry 1. The entry is 1.36305. So you just come here and just type that 1.13605. Okay, that's the only difference, y'all. If it's a sell stop, you just got to add the price. But if it's a market execution, that means you're just pressing the button right now. You're executing the trade live right now. Okay. Now, this number up here, where the 0.01 and all of these is, like all of these, you can tap these buttons to increase the lot size, or what I do is I just type it in manually. You just touch the middle there, erase what's there and put whatever. Okay, we're gonna spend the next 20 minutes talking about lot size, and you guys are good to go. And then hopefully by then, this trade might move in our direction, and we'll be able to actually take this trade. Okay, but does everyone follow me so far? I'm telling you, the way you're gonna really get this is just do it. Like when the trades start coming out, hit me up or ask in the group, like, is this right? Like, I doing this right? Like the way you learn how to do this, guys, is to just do it. There's no way to like practice without placing trade. That's why we have a demo account, so you could practice. It's fake money. If you lose, who cares? You could just put more money in it, like fake money, okay? You want to practice in your demo so you're comfortable. So when you put money in your live account, you're comfortable. Okay, so before we move on just to the next part, everyone follow me so far? All right. Okay, cool. See, I see some, can you add me? Lolita, I'm pretty sure you're in the group already. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in that chat. Yeah, you've been in it a while. Let's check. Let me check. I think you're in there. Yeah, let me see. Come on. Yeah, you're in there already. Planets and stars ideas. Okay. All right. Cool. So it's literally as simple as copying and pasting. So now, how do you know what lot size you're supposed to use? Now, lot size, guys, that represents what kind of profits you're going to make, how much you can make, how much you can lose. This is really important to know, because one of the keys when trading is understanding risk management, how much money you're supposed to be risking. Remember this. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is a get rich for sure thing, but don't try to make $1 million overnight. The quickest way to lose, because just like you having a greedy eye to want to make a lot, you could also lose a lot. So you don't want to do that. You want to practice slow and steady, y'all, wins the race. Slow and steady. I'm telling y'all, when you get to the point, like when you're brand new and you get to the point where you make it, let's say you start with $100 account and you get to the point where you start making $5 or $10 a day. That's $50 extra a week from your cell phone. That's extra money. Don't try to take $100 to $500 overnight. Okay, eventually you're going to have to get to the point where you have $100 days. Like yesterday in this account, not the $100 account, another account yesterday, today I lied. Today with the same trades that I sent in the chat, my lot size was just bigger. This ended up paying out 240, 3, 4, 5, 6, $600 on that same USD Chef pair and BTC USD. The same two trades that I dropped in the chat. I just told you about a small win from one of our teammates who made over almost $300. and I was able to make 6. Okay, so the same trades, the difference is lot size, but you got to build your account or have some capital in your account. You can't make $600 from a $100 account in one trade. Okay, I want you to understand that. But okay, I want you to understand that you got to make sure that you position yourself to think about money, and let's start thinking about money in percentages, and let's start treating money like we're investors. Okay, I'm gonna show you my whiteboard. We actually, y'all, I can use my real whiteboard. If I write on this board, can y'all see it the right way, or are y'all seeing it in reverse? Can you see it like for real, or is it in reverse? The right way? Cool. Okay. See, it's in reverse to me. Okay, so cool. So let's talk about it. Let's start thinking about money as investors. We got to start thinking about percentage gain. Okay, so think about this. I'm gonna show y'all a comparison. If you had $100 in your bank account, okay, you have $100 in your bank account. Y'all do know if you check your bank account tomorrow, you're still gonna have that 100. Like if you don't spend, you don't add nothing to the account, and you don't withdraw or spend anything. You check it in 2 weeks, you're still gonna have 100. You check it in a month, most of y'all gonna say you're still gonna have 100, but you're really gonna have probably $90 because the bank gonna charge you a monthly service fee. So you have $100 and you allow it to sit there for 4 weeks, right? A month. You probably end up having like $90 in your account after they take their fee. Everyone agree with me? Right? So you actually lose money putting money in the bank. I'm just keeping it real. And if y'all mess around and go to the ATM, they charge you the transaction fee, ATM fee, all kind of fees. So you're losing money. Okay? So now let me show you an alternative. You take that same $100, and now that you're a part of this academy, you put it into your trading account. You put it into your MetaTrader 4 account or your MetaTrader 5 account, right? You put it here to be invested. Now, with proper risk management, I'm going to show y'all, right? But I just want to show you potential, and then I'm going to show you all the actual numbers with lot sizes and stuff. But let's just say every single day you grow your account 1%, just 1%. So 1% of $100 is $1. Y'all agree? So let's say you do that 5 days of the week. So let's just say in a week, you grow your account 5%. Just doing it up at 1% a day. You're gonna grow your account $5. So at the end of that week, you got $105. Y'all see that? Okay. Now let's just say the same $100. So let's say you grow your account 5% per week. There's 4 weeks in a month. If you grow your account 5% for 4 weeks, how much percent will you grow your account in a month? Drop it in the chat. In a month, you'll grow your account how much? Okay, Denise, I see you. You good with the math, right? You'll grow your account 20% because 5% a week for 4 weeks, 5, 10, 15, 20. Y'all got that? So in a month, you can grow your account 20%, just doing 1% a day. 20% of $100 is $20. So now at the end of the month, you got $120 in your account. Whereas if you had it in your bank account, you was gonna lose money. Do y'all see that? That's 1% a day. Yo, we can make 1% a day easy, like with your eyes closed trading. Let's just step it up a notch for my people on here who eyes big. Okay. Let's say your goal is to grow your account 5% per day, which is very doable. Okay, 5% per day. So if you're growing your account 5% per day, right? Now, so 5% per day, what would it be in a week? So if we trade in 5 days a week, we at 25% for the week, right? Y'all agree? Yeah? No? Maybe so. If you're growing your account 5% a day for 5, and you're trading 5 days a week, you are growing your account $25, 25% per week. So now in 1 month, in 4 weeks, how much have you grown your account? Denise, you work in accountancy, right? So in 1 month, growing your account 5% per day, in 1 month, you could grow your account 100%. 100% of 100 is $100. That means that at the end of the month, you got $200. You just double your money in 1 month, just doing 5% a day. Y'all see that? Y'all see how small increments add up? Instead of trying to grow your account 100% per day, which is not going to happen, that you're going to lose more if you're trying to be too greedy, in a month, you can double your money. And y'all, we just talk about $100. Imagine if this was $1,000 and you double your money. Now you got $2,000 at the end of the month. Just doing 5% a day. Okay? So that's why trading is a better way. Your money's sitting, when your money is not in motion, when it's in the bank, it's not making you no money. To be honest with you, when you put your money in the bank, it's actually making the bank money because the bank trades it, makes a ton of money, and then charge you. That's a scam. But we fall for it our whole life. Okay. So that's the potential or what's possible. Now, what I want to show you guys is how to use proper risk management so that you're risking the right amount of your account, and then you're able to grow and compound your account over time. Okay. Yo, let me let music in because he's driving me crazy with this phone in. Okay. You're annoying, bro. All right. Okay. And if I walk in kind of funny, y'all, I saw from the gym. All right. Moving like an old lady. So I'm going to use $100 account just because this is what almost everyone could probably start their accounts with. You could start your account with way more, but I want y'all to see what we could do with just $100, money that we do crazy things with. Like we waste $100 all the time. But let me show you the power of how far 100 can go. Okay, and like I shared with you guys, I started my trading account Sunday. I funded it with $100, and I've already withdrew $90. So I've already almost doubled my money. It's Wednesday. Okay, just showing you where else could you do that. So let's say you have an account of $100. Okay, let's talk in the chat. How much of your account would you be willing to risk in a trade? So here's what I mean, especially for my new folks on the call. When trading, just because you put $100 in your account don't mean you put the whole $100 in the market one time. The whole 100 is not at risk. You get to choose how much you want to risk. So if you start with $100, let's just be real. How much would you be willing to risk or lose in one particular trade at a time? Y'all drop y'all, because I know we got people of different, risk levels. So Denise says 3, Kanan says 5. Okay, who else? So we got 3, 5. What else? Y'all be honest. Siobhan, okay. Vonnie, you like me. $10. You willing to risk 10%, right? So guys, just based on the answers that who's participating, most people's risk tolerance is between 3 to 10%. Okay, between 3 and 10%. All right. So that means that you're willing to risk in dollar amount. So this is the percentage in dollar amount of this account between $3 to $10. Everyone follow me up to this point, right? And if I lose you at any point, guys, drop in the chat. Come run that back, okay? But y'all got me up to this point. Your $100 account. Most people just from this call are willing to risk between 3 to 10%, which is between $3 and $10 in a trade. Okay. Martina said dollar. She is super conservative. Okay. So between 3 and 10%. All right. So this is your risk amount. This is how much you're willing to risk. All right. Between 3 and 10, like whatever your number is. You do these calculations based on what number you chose. All right. So that means, guys, think about it this way. That means that in order for you to lose your whole $100 in your trading account, if you're risking 10%, which is $10 a time, you got to lose 10 trades straight to blow your account. If you're risking $3, you gotta lose 33 trades straight to blow your account. Y'all see how just by understanding risk, you preserving your capital? When I was brand new here, y'all, I didn't understand none of this. So I had a $100 account. I was entering with these crazy lot sizes, ridiculous stop losses, and I would just put $100 in, go in a trade, and then I lose like 71 shot. I'd be like, what happened? I didn't understand risk. I didn't understand lot sizes. I didn't understand none of it. So I'm telling you, because we're here using the experience and the amount of money I lost in the markets, I can help you all not have to lose it. So if your risk is between 3 to 10%, okay, here's how you calculate lot size, okay? Write this down, y'all. You cannot calculate your lot size correctly without knowing the stop loss of the trade you're about to enter. Please write that down. In order to calculate your lot size correctly, you have to factor in the stop loss of a trade. And I'm going to make that make sense for you. Okay, I'm going to make it make sense. So I'm going to draw over here like a demo, like trade, and we're going to make it make sense and plug the numbers in. But do y'all follow me so far? Always remember, if you are calculating your lot size, you gotta know what your stop loss is. Okay, they say write it on the board. Okay, cool. So to calculate, I feel like a teacher, y'all. I feel like to calculate lot size, okay, you must know the size of your stop loss. I'm going to make it make sense, but just write it down. To calculate lot size, you must know the size of your stop loss. If you are calculating lot size and you're not factoring in the stop loss, you could just, you're doing it wrong. Okay? For a year and a half, I was doing stop loss wrong. Now, I can't write it no bigger. Someone who could type it in the chat. To calculate lot size, you must know the size of the stop loss. Okay, and I'm going to show you that now. All right, so let me give you all like a fake trade idea, and then we gonna work the numbers. Right? Here's the trade idea. So let's just pretend we're gonna do. Actually, I'll use the trade that we had yesterday. Boom, perfect. We'll use a real trade. Okay, here it was. It was USD chef. Okay, sell limit. Y'all like, I can't write too good. I type a lot. Okay, USD chef sell limit. Can y'all see that? Or no? I hurt in y'all eyes. Let me see if my green. Okay, the green marker is gonna be a little better. So USD chef sell limit. This was the trade. Okay, the entry was 0.92765. Okay, stop loss was 0.92965. And I actually provided the stop loss. I told you it was 20 pips. And I'm going to make this all make sense to y'all. TP, I'm just going to put TP1 for now, was 0.92400. Okay? Which is 36 pips. Okay? So this was the trade idea. I'm going to move this definition for now. So that was the trade. So here's where that stop loss stuff comes in. All right. You got to know the stop loss. So if a trade idea comes in, guys, and I will do my best, if I ain't rushing, to always put how the size of the stop loss, which is measured in pips. Now I know some of y'all are knowing, like, what is a pip? That's a whole nother training, but a pip is the distance, the difference in a price. So here's the way to think about it. If you buy a soda right now for $5, and tomorrow that same soda is $4, The difference between them is $1. In trading word, $1 is like equal to like 1 pip. It's like the difference. It's just measured in something called pips. Okay, when you go in the academy, y'all, you're gonna learn about it. For right now, you just need to know how much pips your stop loss is for this example, and it's gonna make sense. So here's what you gotta do to calculate lot size, guys. Here's the formula. Y'all ready for it? Okay, the formula to calculate lot size is this. It's a formula, all right? You calculate lot size. Write this formula down first, and then we're gonna plug in numbers. You take your risk amount, okay, in dollars, and you divide it by your stop loss times 10. Just write that down, and we're gonna do a couple examples. And I promise you're gonna know how to do this by the time you get up. You might have to keep referring to this formula for a while, but eventually you'll be able to do it in your head. Okay, you calculate lot size by taking your risk amount and divide that by stop loss times 10. So let's do an example down here. Let's just do this example. So think about it, y'all. We have a $100 account. We're gonna do the 3% risk first. So we know that 3% of $100 is $3. You wanna know what the risk amount is in dollars. So we know it's $3. Y'all follow me? So 3% of $100 is $3. Everyone know how to calculate that? When you're doing the math for real, guys, just use your calculator. Just do $100 or your account balance times whatever the risk amount is. And it can tell you on your calculator. So you do $100 times 3 and the percent sign on your calculator, and it'll tell you it's $3. Y'all follow me? And when we start doing it, like when trades start coming out and you're not sure, just ask. Just hit me up or ask in the group. And my question will be like, what's your account size? What's your risk? Then I'll be like, all right, you got a $500 account, you won't do a 5% risk. Okay, $25 or whatever. Okay. All right. So we know for this particular example we're about to use, our risk amount is $3. Okay. So we who said $3 on the call? Denise. So this Denise account, she got $100 in her account. She's willing to risk $3. Now in this trade that came out in the chat, now she said, what lot size am I supposed to use to take this trade? You're willing to risk $3. Now you got to know how big the stop loss is. The trade told you it's 20 pips. So it's stop loss, so it's 20. So stop loss times 10. So 20 times 10 is what? 200. And so 3 divided, so it's just filling it. 3 divided by 20 times 10 equals 3 divided by 200. What's 3 divided by 200, y'all? I don't expect no one to be smart. Use the calculator. What's 3 divided by 200? .015, Preston said. Everyone concur with that? I don't have my calculator. So someone else just make sure that's right. Let's all corroborate that. Cool. Cressa, big ups. That's right. So it's 0.015. With lot sizes, guys, it's only 2 decimals. So, and you don't round up. So you know how in school they used to say, if it's a 5 or higher, you round up, not going to come to your money. Just X it out. So the answer is 0.015 with only the 2 decimals after the decimal place counts. You just scratch this off. So your lot size, Denise, should be 0.01. Does that make sense? Okay, so Denise, she's a conservative trader. She wants to risk 3%. So that means if this trade was to hit stop loss, which means it goes the opposite direction, 20 pips, the most she's gonna lose in this trade is $3. That's what she's willing to risk. But let's do the math, the flip side, okay? If it hits TP, the TP is 36 pips. And for my newbies, y'all probably gonna be confused here because I haven't broken down what lot size means. I'm gonna do that next. But for my veterans on the call, if she's using a 0.01 lot size, okay, actually I could teach it right now. a 0.0, here's something to note about lot size. Whatever lot size you use, here's how you know how much it's in money. Okay, you just multiply your lot size by 10, and it's going to tell you how much it is in dollars and cents per pip. So 0.01 times 10 is 10 cents per pip. Okay, you make or lose 10 cents per pip. So if this hits stop loss, it's 20 pips is the stop loss. So 20 times 0.10 is what? $2. Right? And the TP is 36 pips. So if we go for 36 pips and you're making 10 cents a pip, how much would you make? Just multiply 36 by 10 cents. How much is that? $3.60. So guys, in this trade for Denise, if price hit stop loss, which means she loses the trade, she's going to lose $2. But if she wins the trade, she's going to make $3.60. Now, is that a whole lot of money? No. But guys, she's only risking 3% of her account, and she still grew her account $3.60. If you had your money in the bank, it'll take you like a lot of years for them to give you $3 on a $100 account. Trust me. Probably take you 30 years. So what you just made in that one trade by pressing some buttons on your phone, and what I like to put into perspective, guys, 360, you didn't work for it. You just press buttons on your phone. Your money worked for you. Okay? Now let me show you all the difference in lot sizes and the difference in what you're willing to risk. So Denise was willing to risk $3, but because of the lot size, she would have really risked $2, but she would have gained $3.60. Now let's take Bonnie for instance. Bonnie is a gambler. Bonnie say 10%. So let's do the same example, but this time the risk amount, okay, let's do it all again. This time the risk amount is 10%, $10 this time. So what lot size can you use if you risking more? See, based on your risk tolerance, it tells you what lot size you can use. So see, look at the difference. Bonnie is willing to risk 10%. So she's willing to risk $10. So let's calculate lot size. Lot size equals the risk amount divided by your stop loss times 10. So Bonnie's risk amount is $10. And she's and stop loss times 10. It's the same trade. So it's still 20 times 10. So divided by 200. What is 10 divided by 200, guys? 0.05. So y'all see how Bonnie can use a bigger lot size than Denise? Not because of no other reason. They have the same account balance. The difference is what they're willing to risk. Y'all follow me now? So Bonnie's willing to risk $10 if she loses, but if she wins, she's gonna make more money too. So let's work it out. So remember, her lot size is 0.05. How do you calculate how much money it is per pip? You multiply it by 10. So who knows what 0.05 times 10 is? .05 times 10 is what, y'all? Get them calculator fingers going. Y'all dealing with. Okay, David, 50 cents. So Bonnie will be able to make or lose 50 cents per pip. Okay, 50 cents per pip. So check it out. 50 cents a pip. So y'all see, just because her risk is, her lot size is, Denise, who had a 0.01, she was only making 10 cents a pip, but Bonnie making 50 cents a pip. See how Bonnie making more money because her risk tolerance is higher. So let's work it out. If Bonnie at 50 cents a pip, if she hit stop loss, which is 20 pips, how much would she be willing to lose? She would lose $10, right? If it hit stop loss. But if it hit TP, TP is 36 pips. So she's making 50 cents a pip times 36. How much money would she have made on this trade, y'all? $18. So this is how all of us could be taking the exact same trade, but our profits are completely different based on lot size. But Vonnie didn't over leverage. She just was willing to risk more. So she risked $10, but she gained 18. Whereas Denise risked 2, and she gained 360. It's the same percentage. Your lot sizes determines your profits. Does everyone follow me on this? And this is going to take practice, y'all. I just want to show you this in practice. So the point of the matter is this. Once a trade idea comes out in the group, and I'm going to be more diligent, guys. And if I forget, just say, and you should be, over time, you're going to be able to calculate stop loss, like how much pips it is, because it's easy to count pips. Yo, I don't want to get into that. For right now, I'm going to try to tell y'all how much pips it is so you can just know how to plug it in. But every time you place a trade, you need to be using this formula. You got to say, okay, because based on what's in your account, you should know what your risk amount is. Like if I have $500 in the account, I know I'm a 10% risk taker. That's just me. So I'm willing to lose $50 in every trade. So my risk amount is $50 if on a $500 account. So I know automatically the only thing I need them to tell me in the trade I need to figure out is what's my stop loss. So let's just say we got into another trade where the stop loss was only 10 pips. It's a tight stop loss. Okay, but it's only a 10 pip. And let's say the trade idea is going for 80 pips. Okay, let's just pretend. And let's say, okay, I'm gonna erase this for a second just for this last example. So let's say I have a $500 account. I'm willing to risk 10%. Okay, so your first thing you got to do is what's 10% of 500? Okay, that's $50. Okay, so I know my risk amount is $50. So now all I got to do is plug it into this formula based on what the trade idea says. So I'm trying to figure out my lot size. So my risk amount is $50. In this particular trade, the pips is 10. So 10 pips times 10. So my bottom number is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. So my lot size is 50 divided by 100, which is what, y'all? What's 50 divided by 100? In decimal. 0.5. Take note, it's not 0.05, it's 0.5. Y'all see the difference? Okay, 0.5 now is my lot size. So let's work out the money if this trade to see what we're willing to risk and what we can gain in this trade. So our lot size is 0.5. So how do we calculate how much money it is per pip? Who knows? What do you do to find out how much money per pip it is based on lot size? What do you have to do? Who remembers? Okay, Monisha got it. So once you know your lot size, you multiply it by 10, and that tells you the dollar amount. So what is 0.5 times 10? $5. So because my lot size is this, now I'm making $5 per pip. Now this is where you start to have some good days. So let's say now we're doing $5 per pip. So let's look at stop loss and TP. If we're doing $5 a pip and our stop loss is 10 pips, that means we're willing to lose $50 if it hits stop loss. Y'all follow me? TP, we make it $5 a pip, and this trade said this is 80 pips if it hits. Now what do you make if this trade hits TP?
Wait, Sophie, where did you get the 80 from?
Oh, in the example, I just changed the numbers up over here for a new example. Yeah. So TP is 5 times 80, because this is an 80 pip target. If you're using a 0.5 lot size, that means you make a $5 a pip. It hits your TP, you just made yourself $400. So that means you were willing to lose $50 to gain $400. I would take that every day, all day. I would take that all day. Who would be willing to make $400 in a day, plug in some numbers into their phone. Feel me? Okay, feel me? So one last example and then we done. I gotta get out of here. All right. And I'm not gonna, here's what I want everyone to do. Oh, I didn't want to erase the formula. Y'all need that. I'm gonna write it down, okay? I'm gonna put the formula there. Because that formula, y'all, you need to like write it somewhere in your notebook so you can reference it all the time, because you're gonna need it in the beginning to calculate it until you start to be able to do it in your head. Okay? Let me give one more example. Now, here's what I want y'all to do, and let me see if y'all can follow instructions. I'm gonna put the example on the board. I want you to work it out, but I don't want you to drop it in the chat yet, because I want everyone to get a chance to try to figure it out. Okay? So don't drop your answer in the chat yet. Give everyone a chance to go through the math and figure it out. Okay? So let me write the formula again. The formula is lot size equals risk amount divided by your stop loss times 10. Okay? This is the formula. This is like, if you get this, y'all, you'll never over leverage again. Okay? So here's the example. Okay, here's the example. Your account balance, you got $250 in your account. Your risk is you're willing to risk 6%. Okay. And the trade, okay, the trade stop loss is 30 pips and the take profit is 60 pips. Okay. So let me just go through it one more time. So I got to tell you what all I need y'all to figure out. Okay. Got a $250 account. You're willing to risk 6%. The trade idea, the stop loss is 30 pips and your take profit is 60 pips. So I need you to figure out a couple things. Okay. The first thing I need you to figure out is what is your risk amount in dollars. Okay. Then I need you to figure out what lot size can you use for this trade. Okay. And then I need you to figure out, based on lot size, how much money you would be losing if you hit stop loss and how much you would be making if you hit your target. So this is a couple of things you got to do, because all of these you have to do it in, you have to figure out your risk amount to get your lot size. Once you get your lot size, you got to figure out how much that is per pip to figure out the money. Okay. Y'all try to figure it out. I'm going to play some music for 2-3 minutes and give you all a chance to figure it out. Do not drop that. Actually, here's what to do. Send me the answer directly to me in Telegram. Okay, once you got the answer, send it to me in Telegram. So I got to go work this out now too, because I got to figure it out too. But let me play something for us. Some thinking music. Y'all know, like, watch this. It's going to be funny. Let me give y'all some thinking music right quick. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Let me figure it out too. One more minute, guys. Giving y'all 30 seconds more. Getting some answers though.
Where is everyone putting their answers?
Send it to me on Telegram. Or you can send it to me privately in the chat. That's smart, Delise. I didn't even remember that. Okay. All right, guys. So we got to do this quick because I'm on a chairman call right now, and I forgot I was supposed to be on it. I'm listening to Ivan Tapia and doing this with y'all. So we got to end this right here. So let's go. Let's check it out. So I got a lot of answers. I got a lot of right answers. A lot of people didn't complete the entire task. I think the first person who gave me all the parts was Mo. So shouts out to Mo. Okay, shouts out to Mo. All right, so let's look at it. Let's walk through it. Okay, let's walk through it. Okay, so here we go. 250 is your account. Risk amount is 6%. What is 6% of 250? So all you do is $250 times 6%. That's $15. Okay, $15. So now to calculate lot size, you take $15 and you divide it by the stop loss, which is 30 times 10. So that's 300. 15 divided by 300 is 0.05. So the lot size is 0.05. So a lot of y'all got that right. Okay, a lot of y'all got that right. Now, 0.05 lot size is how much per pip? Just multiply it by 10. That's 50 cents per pip. 50 cents per pip. So if you're making 50 cents per pip, your stop loss times 30, you'll be losing $15 or risking $15. And at 50 cents per pip, if you made 60 pips, you'll be gaining 30. Some of y'all got some of it right. Some of y'all got some different numbers. I don't know how y'all got them numbers, but I hope, take a screenshot of this, y'all, just so you can kind of follow. You just calculate risk amount first. So step one is calculate risk amount. Once you got the risk amount, you plug it into this formula to figure out lot size. Okay, once you got the lot size, you need to calculate how much that is per pip in dollars. And then when you know what it is per pip, you can figure out what your take profit is going to be. If you make it 50 cents a pip and you go for 100 pips, you know that that's a, what? 50 cents times 100 is what? Y'all feel me? So this is the formula to calculate. So that's how you figure out the lot size when taking the trades. In the beginning, if you're new guys, just ask in the group. Okay? Just ask us in the group. Like, ask me, ask your sponsor, ask, like, discuss it so that you make sure you put in the right lot size before you take the trade. Don't take the trade and figure out it was wrong. Ask first, then get into the trade. But I think a lot of you guys got a better understanding now of calculating lot size. If you were on this call and you got value, you understand something, you came on this call and you learned something that you didn't know before the call, drop some sevens in the chat. Drop some sevens in the chat. Love it, love it, love it. That means a lot of y'all got some value. All right. So I actually I recorded this session, so I'm gonna upload it to YouTube like now, like while I'm on this next call, so that you guys can review it. Let's look at the swipe coin thing. Yeah, swipe coin, it ain't ready yet, but I'm gonna look for a setup between tonight and tomorrow so that everyone, if you got a demo, place it in your demo. I'm gonna put this the stop loss so you can use the correct lot size to practice. Okay, if you are live, make sure you calculate the formula before you. This will stop everyone from blowing accounts. This is gonna change the game for most of us in 2022 because no more blown accounts. You're not gonna over leverage. There's no way you're gonna enter a trade and lose more than you're gonna know exactly how much you're gonna lose. Not be like, oh my God, that take me for $30. You can be like, you know, this only gonna take me up for $8. Worst case scenario. And when you do that, you don't have to look at your phone all day because you know worst case scenario, you're gonna lose what you expected to lose if you lost. Worst case. You ain't gonna look at your phone and be surprised. Okay? So I hope y'all got value, man. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. I gotta go on this next call. But dive into the academy, y'all. Like this, all of us are gonna get rich together. Just stay plugged in, stay committed, and ask questions. If you don't know, ask questions. That's what the group chat is for. Okay? You don't only have to ask me, ask in the group. There's a lot of qualified people in this group who are great at different things. Just ask questions. We're gonna get your questions answered because the goal this year is 6-figure traders, 7-figure traders in this group. 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners in this group. And it starts with trainings like this. All right. So appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. You know, have a great night. Look out for the trade setups coming out either tonight or in the morning because I've been using the app Steady and they send out trades during London session. So if I'm up, I'll send it out in the middle of the night. If not, we'll get it first thing in the morning. All right. So have a good night. Take care.